for people of all ages within the Carter County community and the Eastern Kentucky soccer community. We have donated to former 16th Region soccer players. We have donated to school staff and community members in Carter County. East and West Carter soccer programs have come together for over a decade now and helped raise money for those people affected by cancer. Our programs might be rivals on the field, but both are committed to helping those in need. Each year, all the money that is collected at the game, whether through the gate or concessions or donations, is given to the recipient at a small ceremony between games. This year's recipient is Karen Hall. Karen teaches sixth grade ELA at East Carter Middle School. This is her 23rd year in education, and in that time, she has taught at schools on both the east and west sides of the county. She has great support from her two sons, Matthew, a 2022 graduate of East Carter High School, and Andrew, a senior at East Carter High School, her fiance, Chris Rose, and his daughter, Carson, who is a freshman at West Carter High School, as well as her parents, Randy and Sally Hall. In April of this year, Karen was diagnosed with stage 3 triple negative breast cancer. She is currently undergoing treatments at the Marquis Cancer Center in Lexington, Kentucky. Karen would like to say the following. I'd like to send out a huge thank you to the East Carter soccer teams for choosing me to honor tonight. Cancer is a word that every person fears, and when you are told it's you, your world completely stops. Through so many ups and downs, the generosity and thoughtfulness of people like you make it feel like I'm not in this fight alone. Thank you so much, and God bless. We love you, Karen. Thank you, everyone, for your participation tonight, and we'll get on with the boys' game in just a few minutes.
Yeah, Matthew's down at Murray State. Yeah. hmm Yeah. Yeah, he was at Murray State. I don't think he will. No, he's not a fisherman like his brother is.
Oh yeah.
He fishes, but he doesn't. He's not like hardcore. Like Matthew, like studied fishing.
Yeah.
I got 1,700 kids in the school. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 1,700 kids. I mean, you think about that in Lexington. I mean, with all the other schools around Lexington, you put 1,700 in that building, but that campus is massive. Yeah. I said this is not a year to be good in 4A because good in 4A is gonna get you embarrassed. I mean,
Heading out.
listen,
No basketball. I may be back if we get finished.
probably the best football in the state of Kentucky is in 4A this year. I mean, there's some really good teams.
Oh, who is that? I don't know.
Well, let's see. Hang on a second here. I know Corbin's in there. Let me look here. Hang on just. No, they're 4A. Ashton got boomed up, so.
Okay, I didn't know.
Um,
go back stream.
do what?
You want to go back stream loop or?
Yeah, that's fine. Let me look.
Hit Sports Network proudly presents East and West Carter boys and girls soccer on Kool TV. Now let's go to the pitch for the pregame show on Kool TV.
Back here in Grayson as we get you set for boys soccer. As the girls knock off West Carter 6-0 here on this Kick for a Cure night. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here on Kool TV. Starting to cool off a little bit, feels a lot like fall, but this is perfect weather for this time of year. But this matchup with the boys, East Carter 11-3-2 last time out, a win over Mason County 4-0. West Carter snapped a 6-game skid. They lost 5 with a tie mixed in between with a 2-0 win over Fleming County to get to 2-6-1 on the season. East Carter played to a 4-1 win on the match over on the 18th of September in Olive Hill, and trying to pick up win number 12 here this evening as we get down to the final week of regular season play and district play coming up, starting on the district tournament, I should say, coming up on October the 3rd. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll get our starting lineups and get you ready for first kick. East and West Carter boys side of things here on Kick for a Cure night in Grayson on Kool TV.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup, has been family owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top-of-the-line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat JD Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call JD Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Back here in Grayson, Bill Tickner Memorial Soccer Complex. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here this evening as we get you set for East and West Carter on the boys' side of things. East Carter have won 14 consecutive over the Comets. Comets' last win over East Carter came back on September the 28th, 2017. That was a 3-2 victory. But the Raiders, one of the top teams in the 16th this year at 11-3-2. And as we've talked about throughout the broadcast on the girls' side, and we'll talk plenty on this one, hard to believe here we are talking about district tournament time coming up, and it is not too far away as East Carter still yet to play in its season. Back here tomorrow night against Menifee County at 6:30. They go to Capital, West Virginia on Thursday. That's a 7 o'clock first kick. And then they'll play the winner in the district tournament. They get the first round bye in a 3-team district between West and Greenup. West and Greenup will play on October the 3rd, and the championship game will play on October the 4th. That game at 8 p.m. over at West Carter High School. So they'll play the girls' championship, looks like at 6, and the boys' championship at 8 on the 4th. So looking at the 16th, Russell at 12-4-1. East Carter 11-3-2. The only two teams with double-digit wins on the season. Ashland at 6-5-1. Rowan at 8-6-2. Fleming 7-6-4. Bath 6-6-1. And then the remaining four teams, Greenup, Boyd, Menifee, and West, all under 500. Boyd County only one win on the season. 1-7-2 for the Lions, who have really had their share of struggles this season throughout the year. But last time out for this team, 4-0 win over Mason County. Jackson Stewart poached in a goal. Blaine Bramble with a goal and assist. Grant Meanings with a goal. Tussey put in one as well. Pennington with 5 saves in the winning effort in the win over West Carter back on the 18th of September. Bramble with 2 goals and assists. Porter with 2 assists. Pennington registered 6 saves in that contest. And Raiders tonight trying to pick up win number 12. That'll even up with Russell for the best record in the 16th region with 2 games still yet to play. Regional tournament over at Ashland this year, Paul Blazer High School. That will be the second full week of October. There's the Raiders going through their final pregame warm-ups, I should say, with head coach Grady Harrison taking over for Quinn Huddle this season, his first year here in Grayson. Really has his team playing some solid soccer this year and trying to make another run at a trip to state in a 16th region championship. Raiders wearing those jerseys that are so difficult to see. That white number that lays on the back of that blue and silver. And they're getting ready to do some sprints here or something before we get things rolling. Just trying to keep the legs moving and keeping them nice and warm. A very comfortable evening here in Grayson. The wind we had a little bit of a breeze back in the girls' game. The wind has really just kind of laid down and not much to speak of whatsoever. Currently looking at very comfortable conditions, 69 degrees. Very humid, though. It's sticky outside. That is the one downside of this area here is where it is situated. It stays very humid just around the complex as a whole. But ready to get going here for some soccer action in just a few moments. We were scheduled for an 8 o'clock first kick, and we're going to be fairly close to that mark. West Carter in that white tops with the maroon bottoms. East Carter in the blue and silver stripes with the very, very small white numerals outlined in the red, and it makes us very dumb. I'll be looking at these through binoculars and complaining about it most of the night. So little numbers like that against when they don't even stand out. That's the worst part. I guess the worst because you could have gone red numbers with white outline, but either way, we'll get things underway here in just a second. Chris Shelton, the head coach for the Comets. As East Carter will possess the ball first. They'll work it from left to right as we view it here at Bill Tickner Memorial Soccer Field. And we are ready for soccer here in Grayson as the final week of the regular season is up on us. 2 games still to play for the Raiders. Check the Comets schedule here in just a few as well. Again, girls action earlier. It was the East Carter Raiders knocking off West Carter 6-0. We'll talk with Tyler Walker here in just a few moments as well as this very special night here in Grayson on the Kick for a Cure game. And we are underway here in boys action. Raiders will try to play it forward up the far sideline. The Comets intercepted, but quickly the Raiders step 2. Ben Porter had it. They'll drop it back to midfield. Raiders wanted to come near. Logan Vigrilio steps 2 and takes it away, but then the Raiders off the near sideline as Caden Tussey curls one across the front of the 6. Raiders try to push it down into the box, and center back for the Comets sends it away. Nice job there by the defensive play for the Comets. Vigrilio, heavy pressure on the near sideline. It rolls out of bounds. Throw in for the Raiders. Tussey was looking down into the box and Can't make the connection. Virgilio with a push. Nice step near side, but loses it off the foot as Reese Bush will turn it back for the Raiders. Now Bramall. Virgilio settles. One on, near side he'll come. Right in front of me, that's Jared Williams. Heavy pressure on. Williams plays it across the midfield stripe. Virgilio tries to turn, but pounds it right off the chest of the Raiders' Joe Bramall. Now Blaine Bramall up that far sideline. It's turned away, booted out of bounds. It's a throw in for the Comets. Aiden Miller tossing it up that far sideline. Raiders will steal it away, but as they try to turn it up the field, or down the field, I should say, it's out of bounds, and Miller with another throw. .50 ball off the chest again by Joe Bramall. He'll play it ahead on a nice through ball up front, but it can't connect with Blaine, and Comets will clear it. Raiders will play negative back to their goalkeeper of Colin Pennington. Pennington, a big swing of the leg, sends it far sideline. Raiders play it forward. That's to Jackson Stewart. He gets his first touch, and a foul against Wes Carter, and a free kick coming up for the Raiders. Alex Cottle in the goal for the Comets tonight, wearing the bright orange jersey. I believe that's who is in the goal. Raiders play it near side. Ben Porter, right edge of the 18, now drops it down into the corner. Riley Steele crosses across, a nice ball that's turned away there as Warren Duncan got it before it got across the 6. It'll be a corner coming up for the Raiders. Really nice looking ball there by Steele to set up a great opportunity for East Carter, and they'll get a corner coming out of the near sideline. And right into the midst of the goalkeeper. Good boot. Virgilio, 2 on, has it taken away from behind, fighting for position. Raiders with the steal. Touch near side, off to Caden Tussey. Tussey takes it down the near side, chips it into himself, tries to cross it back across the face of the net, and kicks it out of bounds. A goal kick coming up for the Comets. Upcoming for West Carter, they've got Greenup County at home. It's a boy-girl doubleheader. Morgan County girls will play at 6, and then Greenup County boys will play at 8 p.m. over in Olive Hill. Jeff will have the call of that one on Kool TV. Here's a nice ball down inside the 6, and Alex Cottle will swipe it away again. West Carter and Greenup will play in the opening round of the 62nd District on October the 3rd at 6:30. Again, that game over at Olive Hill. Ball caroms out of bounds near sideline, and this will be a throw coming up for the Raiders as Riley Steele, sophomore. Ball right in front of us, looking for Virgilio. Could make the connection. Comets with a nice steal. Back to the feet of Virgilio. Joel Bramall takes it away, but right back to the feet of Isaac Owens it goes. The Comets try to push ahead. Now Blaine Bramall pushing ahead for the Raiders up that left edge. Chips going to the back post. Chasing down for East Carter was looking for Caden Tussey. Alex Cottle was kind of just laying back there for a moment, and Tussey put it in high gear and made him pick up the pace a little bit. Here's Blaine Bramble. Rolls it through to Tussey. Aiden Duff will send it across the end line, and be a corner kick coming up for the Raiders out of the near side. So Caden Tussey, his second swing from the corner. Still scoreless here, 6.5 in. Low driving kick. Nice job there by the Comets to send that one away before Blaine Bramble could get it, and then the Raiders turn and fire it into the near corner and send it out of bounds. Be a goal kick coming up for the Comets. Again, East Carter won this matchup in the regular season back on the 18th of this month, 4-1 over in Olive Hill. Good swing, nearly makes it out to midfield. Raiders back line of Logan Rice sends that one forward, and the Raiders are on the attack. Jordan Fuston is the goalie, I'm being told. Okay. There were no stats available online, so we were going with what was marked on the sheet here. Tussey playing it ahead to Bramble. Tries to save it in and can't do so. So a goal kick coming up for the Comets. Neither team has had a big push. Raiders have had a couple of looks down close, but we've had a lot of just possession changes kind of in between the 18s, but none that have really pushed anything toward the goalkeepers. Raiders with a couple of corners that have just not come to fruition. So a throw for the Raiders on the far sideline. And well, they got an illegal throw or what, but quickly turned that one right back around and handed it back to the Comets. So Blaine Bramble works it up that left edge, knifing his way down inside the box. Raiders take it down on the near side, trying to curl it back in and can't do so. Goal kick coming up for the Comets. Big swing coming near sideline. Ben Porter wins it, settles it for the moment. Now Joe Bramble steps to. Cross going to the back post. Blaine Bramble was crashing. He kind of pulled up as he thought he had help on the back post, and this player was a little bit tardy getting there, as it was Jackson Stewart. Jake Carter fires it ahead to Vigrilio. Nice move, Vigrilio. So leave it up the near sideline with a push ahead. Vigrilio puts a leg to it, bends it across the front of the 18. Goes all the way down in the deep corner, Trevor Jones. Raiders swipe it away, though, and here they come ahead. Raiders trying to play a through ball. West Carter steps to. Now Joe Bramble with Vigrilio out at midfield. Bramble wins the battle. Raiders with possession. Trying to chip it down towards Stewart on the far side. And it'll tumble across the end line. And a goal kick coming up for the Comets. 11 minutes gone here in the opening half. Still scoreless. Raiders defeated the Comets in girls action earlier this evening, 6-0. We'll grab Tyler Walker here in a few, and he makes his way back up this direction. Kick for a cure night here in Grayson. As the recipient this year was Karen Hall, battling breast cancer. Again, all proceeds tonight from the concessions, from the gate, also donations. All will be given to Miss Hall and help with her battle with cancer. Raiders defense trying to drop back on Virgilio, and Virgilio takes the brunt of that ball out of bounds as it caught him in the midsection. Virgilio jumps back up, though, and try to walk that one off. So Raiders throw in coming in. Comets with an interception there. Gets it out to the feet of Isaac Owens. Now Jones working on that right edge of the 18. Looking down toward Virgilio. Here's a ball down to the outside the 6. Raiders turn it backward and bring it back up the near sideline to Caden Tussey. That quickly, Raiders on the attack. Tussey, good dribble up the near sideline, out the side of the 18. Tries to cross it on the back edge there, but Aiden Duff never gave him an angle to turn. And it'll be a goal kick coming up for the Comets. Braden Dehart coming on. As Jake Carter limping, trying to get to the sideline. Looks like he's battling through a cramp. Tussey intercepts this ball that never makes it off the top of the turf. Raiders will fire it. It's off the crossbar there. That was a really good look there from Patrick McDavid. Check that was, I believe, Reese Bush. Again, it's hard to see the numbers. They're almost in. It was Patrick? Okay. I was trying to find them after they scattered. Yeah, the 16 and the 18 looks very close.
Come on, Patty.
Here's Stewart on the far side for the Raiders. Fires it down inside the box. There's a ball out to Tussey. Tussey curls it. It's knocked away. Great defensive save, and then Tussey fires it off the near side. Great job there by Alex Cottle, who knocked that one away from Tussey and did give him a clean look at the box. So it'll be a corner kick coming up. And this will be the third corner for the Raiders. Line drive headed across, up in the air. And Houston goes up and hauls it in. Houston, a multi-sport athlete. Clear skies here tonight in Grayson. No moon to speak of, at least not of yet. Usually we get the moon off to our backside over here, but I don't see it of anywhere in the sky. Well, Comets throw in after the Raiders can't control it on their side, so Comets will try to play up that far sideline. Looking toward Virgilio, can't get it to him, as the other man in the area was Trevor Jones. And the Raiders will just turn it out of bounds, and it'll be another throw for the Comets. Aiden Miller. Raiders starting a run, trying to work with Mason McDowell. Crosser near side. It hit Tussey in the back as he was trying to turn for the through ball. One out of the air, though. What a play on the back line there by the Raiders. As that was Reese Bush. And he steps to this time and booms this one out of bounds. Still scoreless here in this one. It's been kind of a possession battle back and forth between the 18s. Neither have had some great opportunities. Raiders have had 3 corners, but none that's really kind of found its way down for a great scoring opportunity. Here's a big throw by the Raiders and trying to get loose. That was Tussey. Ben Porter tries to win it out of the air. Joe Bramall will roll it off. Raiders will start it up that far side again. That's Mason McDowell. Down with heavy pressure, beats the pressure. Bramall tries to boot it off the entry kick and sends it out across the end line, and a goal kick coming up again for the Commons. So Aiden Duff will line up for the goal kick for the Comets. So we approach 22 minutes to go in the opening half, still scoreless here in Grayson. You're on the 2023 Kick for a Cure game. Great crowd on hand here tonight for both the girls and the boys game. Raiders trying to play that one forward. Bramall gets a little bit too much on that one. Girls victorious earlier this evening, 6-0 on the East Carter side of things on the scoreboard. Districts next week over at West Carter High School. Girls will play on the 2nd. Boys play on the 3rd, and the championship on the 4th for the girls and the boys. Girls will play at 6, boys at 8. Here's Porter. Wanted a through ball up to Tussey, but nice job there on the back line by Alex Cottle. But before the Comets can get it back to midfield, Raiders take it away, and Riley Steele will send it off to the far side. In chase there is Ethan Swernigan. And it's going to be a throw-in coming up for West Carter. Ball at our camera operator there. Felicia Collier doing the work on the far sideline. Jeff Irwin near side with our executive producer role as well. Good look over the shoulder there, Patrick McDavid. There's a ball fired right at Houston. He'll play it just like a shortstop on a one hop. As Joe Bramall fired one down toward him. Raiders with another approach. Here's Porter. A slow roller, and it goes through the mitts and into the net. So in the 20th minute, Ben Porter makes it 1-0, and the Raiders lead it. Here's we welcome in Tyler Walker, and if you're an East Carter fan, you just need Tyler to walk over, and as soon as he puts a headset on, the Raiders immediately score.
Yeah, and that's awesome. That's my cousin, so it's a good way to start the start the conversation.
Well, let's start first off talking about the event here tonight and a very special evening. I know for you, something that you're very dear and true to as well. But for over a decade now, East and West Carter's been coming together for Kick for a Cure game here, and it's been a great event that we've had the honor to be a part of. But when you look out and you see the communities of East and West Carter coming together, it really says, like we've said so many times, you can be bitter rivals on the field, but when the communities come together, you see a really great thing happen.
Oh, for sure. And I think it's just a obviously really important topic, but it's also the fact that there are things bigger than soccer. We fight on the field, East and West together, separate, whatever. But I think there's life involved as well, and I think this is a really good job way to just showcase that.
All of the proceeds tonight from the concession stand, from the gate donations, all go there. There's also you can donate money through Venmo at Beverly-Rutledge. You see that on your screen right now. So again, it's a little token to try to help out some of those in need, and especially anyone going through cancer treatments and trying to make the road back from recovery of cancer. It's a very costly thing, and it's a very timely thing. So every little bit helps.
Oh yeah, for sure. We want to do our best to do that, not just recognize them, which is a good thing to do, but also just try to help them out as much as we can. Let them know that they mean something to us in the community, at the schools, to the players, to the fans, everything like that. And not that what we do is, end all be all, but we do, whatever we can to help them out.
You have your recipients each year. What's the process that you have to go through when you look at, how you can get that out to someone and try to help that person that's in need?
We really try to, there's always tons of choices. We went through 3 or 4 names this time, and it's hard to pick one. We try to pick someone that is either as much as possible connected to the schools, connected to the team, connected to players, coaches, whatever. And then if that doesn't happen, we branch out. But I think each year we've done this, there's been somebody that's been connected, and I think that's just a good way of showing our appreciation being connected in that way.
You talk about someone being connected to the schools this year, recipient, 26-year educator. And when you look at it like that and you start making it, that makes it a pretty easy choice.
Oh, for sure. And the fact that she's taught on both ends of the county, obviously she's connected to all these students in the past. And I think it just shows that, she put her time in, and we're recognizing her for that.
You look at the stuff with Karen and Karen Hall, and it's not odd or often that you see a teacher that has been on both ends of the county. And you get that kind of that unique concept of what it's like in Greece and what it's like in Olive Hill. But when you see the communities come back here, there's lots of support for her because of that opportunity of being on both ends.
Oh, definitely. I think it just shows the unity of the county. Obviously, we're going to have our rivalries and big games and things like that, even, football game on Friday, but people are still going to come together. We're still Carter County. We're still one. And I think we do a good job of showing that, off the field as well.
Going now for over a decade, what does that say about something that you guys put together when it started and now where it has become?
I think obviously it shows our dedication to it, but I just think it shows the dedication of volunteers as well. Because honestly, I had very little to do with it. Parents take over and volunteers take over, and they know what it means to them and to us and the community. And I think they just do a fantastic job each year of setting it up and make sure it runs as smooth as possible.
Have you seen it grow year after year with very little work having to be put in because just so many people want to get behind it and support it?
Oh, I definitely think so. I've only seen 5 of them, maybe 6 of them, but I think it definitely gets bigger and bigger, and I think it gets bigger and bigger as just the community starts noticing soccer, and so then they're connected with soccer, they're connected with the recipient, they're connected with all of that, and I think it just grows each year.
How much has you talk about the growth of soccer, both with East and West Carter, of watching the programs grow? And East Carter's had some very successful seasons. West Carter, the girls' side, having a successful season this year, over 500, and how much does you see that grow the sport itself on both ends of the county?
Oh, I love that. I want both teams to be competitive always. I want the county to be successful. I want everybody to grow and get better. And I think it's fantastic when we're both as good as we can be. We push each other, looking at each other's scores and push each other during the game. And I think that's really good for just our county in general.
You look at, Friday night, Battle for the Barrel, and again, that's on the football side of things now. That's a district contest, and you really see all of the community that builds out of that. You look out here tonight for a soccer game, a high school soccer game on a Monday night. A great crowd here, both from East and West Carter, supporting their kids.
Oh, for sure. We are supported greatly by the community, way more now than when I was in high school. But I think it's a big shout out to football game in here is just our student section. Our student section is insane. We have more fans than any high school I've seen in this area, even when we go to away games. At regional tournaments, we have more fans than the team that's hosting the tournament. And I think just they come out and support us, football, basketball, soccer, it doesn't matter. And I think it brings families as well.
You go back to that game last year here in the state game against Bishop Brossard. I mean, there was a large collection of students in this place, and it was a fun event to be a part of. Even though you came up on the losing effort, it was still highly attended and a really good on a very cold night.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They come out and support. It doesn't matter weather. It doesn't matter day, time, whatever. They support their classmates, their friends, and they just want to come out here and make some noise, and I really appreciate that as a coach.
Well, we look at the grass here at Bill Tickner Memorial Soccer Complex, and you see the brown, and that tells you we're getting closer to postseason play. It's a week away, and it doesn't even seem like it's possible that we're talking about postseason soccer, but here we are again. It's time for postseason play, and you guys are really playing some good soccer down the stretch.
Yeah, we're hoping to finish strong and, kind of take that momentum into postseason. Obviously, our goal is to win region again and kind of hopefully three-peat. That's not really the way we're looking at it, but obviously that's what it would be. And so that's what we're kind of focused on as we finish up this season.
6-0 win tonight. You guys scored it from many different avenues, but 17 seconds into the contest, Ellie takes it right down the field and sticks it in the net and kind of set the tone for the game. But when you see what she can do and how quickly she can put it in the net, how much does that really allow you guys to just stay on the attack from the word go?
Oh, incredibly. I've had multiple conversations with her of how important she is to our team. Having a person that can score and that you can rely on scoring is really important. And something that I talked with her about is she focuses sometimes on the time she doesn't score, and we're working on just the fact of you put in goals for us. Let's focus on that because you were very, very important. And she showed it here. She had 1 in 17 seconds. She had a header off her cross, a really good finish, and I think she just needs to get the idea of she's very important. It can be important for
You
us.
stole my thunder. I was going to that cross a little bit later, but let's talk. I mean, Kinsley was trying to set up a couple of crossers. She got a really good one on that one. Ellie came through and looked like a javelin coming through. When you see that type of play set up, you could kind of see everything coming together as one. And when you see a header go in, that's a really cool play.
Oh, definitely. Kinsley's awesome and been putting some awesome crosses and corners in all season. We just haven't finished a bunch of them. But actually, yesterday at practice, we worked on finishing crosses, and then we worked on it well. And I think Ellie just wants to score and wants to be there, and she's going to put her body on to do that. And I think tonight, that showed, and it was a really good finish.
You've got two different players that can give you nice crosses from different looks. You've got Emerson that can go with the left foot. You've got Kinsley with that right foot, but you can also intertwine them and move it around. How much does that, especially being able to give a left-footed kicker from a right side, give it that different look that maybe most teams don't see?
Oh, yeah, for sure. The versatility we have in moving around, I think it catches defense off guards a lot of times, and it stops us from getting in a rut. It's very easy offensively, kind of just go through the same motions all the time. But the fact that we can, Ashlyn Kinsley can change sides, or Emerson can play on the outside, or I can move Ellie around, or whatever, I think it just gives us a little more versatility and keeps us fresh.
That was something I noticed in the game. You start off with Ashlyn down in that left corner, and then you moved her back in the middle and put Emerson out there. And it's kind of that 1-2 punch you've got with the sisters there that they kind of know where the other one's going before they even get it. But then you've had so much big play out of Essie Kaiser and Carly Boyd that you've been able to put out on the outside edges. But offensively, Mia Frazier's come on really big.
Oh, yeah. From where she started, I knew she was always going to be a good player. It's hard to bring in a freshman. Freshmen, they're a little timid. The thing I've worked with Mia a lot is she defers. She could be one-on-one with the keeper, and Ellie's going to screen for the ball, and she's going to turn and pass it to her. And I'm like, just go score yourself.
Go score yourself.
And which I think she did not. She showed that. And I'm trying to get her a little more time with the first team. A lot of times she comes in and plays with the second team, so she doesn't get to work with them as much. And tonight, she showed that she can hang right in and do what she's supposed to do. And I thought she played really well tonight.
The way that you guys play defensively and the play you get from Addison Tiller and Avery Hall on the back line, it really allows you guys to do a lot of things that you want to do offensively because of how much defensive pressure that you have on the back line.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, I knew, and everybody knew, hopefully, that Addie Tiller was going to be amazing, and she definitely holds our back line together, and she's a rock. But I think Avery's really, really stepped it up. And the one thing that helped her was she played club for me this spring and played center back, and I think that just made her get better and grow and learn how to do it. And she has been really, really important for us.
having Gracie Davis on the outside opposite Olivia Caesar. Olivia, the veteran, Gracie really kind of coming into herself. How much have you seen her really step into that position?
Oh, awesome. She's grown and so insane. From the time she was in 6th grade till now, I've never seen growth in a player like her. And me and my assistant coach talk about that a lot. And I think that she's just been really great for us that we can rely on her.
We get a stoppage in play here for
Something.
West Carter, and I believe we're going to have a player that gets stepped to the sideline. Have not seen the magical card go up yet, so I'm not. I think he was hurt. I don't think there was a card infraction anyway there, so we'll get a couple of subs here. 9:52 to go in the opening half. Still in a scoreless affair, or excuse me, East Carter leading 1-0. I'm sorry. Happened with the 20th minute there with Ben Porter getting one to roll past the goalkeeper. You look at where your team is. You started off really big, put a lot of wins together there, and then we talked about it. You kind of went through murderer's row there in those 4 games, and
For sure.
and took 4 losses, but 4 losses to really quality teams.
Yeah, I think we were down. Obviously, the girls didn't like losing 4 games in a row, but I think losing helps winning. If you've ever won and been successful, then things don't start to go your way. You don't really know what to do. So I think the fact that we've had some hard games is really going to help us as we get deeper into tournament time.
Big one here Thursday night. You bring in Frederick Douglass, a school that enrolls over 1,700 kids, and a really good team, 11-4-1 on the season. You're going to see a different style of competition that maybe you would see here in the 16th, but a really good game to get you ready for that postseason run that you hope to make.
Oh, definitely. When we scheduled them for this season, I picked the last game of the season on purpose. We really need to get some good competition towards the end of the season, and a lot of times we maybe don't get that. So I think this is going to be a really good test for us to kind of just keep us at a high level before we enter tournament play. I think we can compete with them. Obviously, like you said, they're a very good and very skilled team, and I think we're going to have to come out and play really well Thursday night.
Braylee Boggs has been so big for you guys in the net, and having that defensive line in front of her that she has really helped her. But how much have you watched her grow this season as well?
Oh, from last season to this season, she's just grown confidence-wise. And I think obviously club in the spring helped her with that as well. But we're passing the ball back to her now. She's taking her own goal kicks now, which she's never done. She's communicating and yelling to the players, and I think that just makes us way more confident in the back.
When you talk about a player like that grows in that confidence level, and again, it allows you to play that negative. And I kidded a couple times. I said a couple times, and I think you guys went negative just to make sure she was still back there.
Yeah.
But when you have that ability to play negative, but play it with confidence, what does that say about where you feel like your team is?
Oh, the fact that we're actually playing 11v11 instead of 10v11. A lot of times the goalie's kind of out of it, but she opens us up in our possession game that if we do get caught, we can play the ball back to her, and then we can spread back out. And we know our center backs don't get the ball stolen off them as much because they're afraid of what to do. They just drop it back to her, and then we're good to go.
Having people like Olivia and Gracie on those outsides there to where you can switch fields and you can start that press from the left to the right or the right to the left. And the way that they can also, you guys played very high tonight as well, bringing everybody up and be able to get them involved in the pressure of the offense. Having players like that on the back line, how much does that allow that offensive front, especially when you've got players up front like Ashlyn and Emerson and Ellie to just kind of run to the goal?
Oh, it helps us tremendously because we're attacking as a full unit. A lot of the times teams, or even us sometimes as well, is like you defend with 5 and you attack with 5, and it's like you're playing football. Completely separate units. They're not connected at all. But I think when we push high like that and we attack as a unit, it makes defending as a unit easier as well. And the fact that Gracie and Olivia are skilled enough to handle the ball and make passes and make crosses when that's needed really helps us out.
Well, Tyler, it's always a privilege and honor to be here to cover this event for the Kick for a Cure for this season, and being around your all's program again, top notch, and as well as East and West Carter both ways. But we greatly appreciate the time here, and we'll see you on Thursday night.
Okay, thank you very much.
Tyler Walker joining us here in the game, head coach for the East Carter Lady Raiders. Still tied, or still 1-0, excuse me, as we've had a very physical battle going back and forth between this one. The lone goal coming on the 20th minute from Ben Porter. And he just got it to bounce right off the mitts of the keeper for West Carter, of Jordan Fuston. And that's where we've been for the moment. We're going to have a free kick coming up here for the Raiders as Ben Porter will line it up and take a swing here to see if he can try to punch one in. And he sends that one wide of the net. So a goal kick coming up as we approach 5 minutes to go in the opening half. Obviously, Wes Carter is trying to play it forward up to Logan Vergrilio. They had some good runs with him in the first half, but early the first half, but here lately, just not being able to get to him. And when they do get it near him, he's got two players usually on him immediately. Here's Jared Williams. We'll drop it back. They'll try to play it forward. And there's again Vergrilio immediately stepping to for the Raiders with Brody Shear. Raiders trying to play it down this right side. That's to Blaine Bramble. He'll cross it across that end line, back post. Raiders will try to get it down inside the box. Houston was there. The Comets will turn it out, and it hits the post on the far side, so Raiders quickly play it in. Turn it across the top of the box, just outside the 6. Joel Bramble trying to come to. The Comets turn it away. A nice job there by the Comets to take away the Raiders, and a Raiders player just took a spill on the near side. So the Raiders athletic training staff coming to. We'll take an injury timeout back here on Kool TV.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road Greenup, has been family owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top-of-the-line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat JD Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call JD Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Back here at East Carter and Bill Tickner Memorial Soccer Field, East Carter Raider Blaine Bramble being held to the sideline with an apparent lower extremity issue, and certainly wish the best for him. But he immediately took a kind of a twist of a turn, and when he did, he went down. He was grimacing in a lot of pain. So certainly hope that it's nothing serious, but that young man, one heck of a player for the Raiders, that's for sure. And just one of those situations when things go wrong at the wrong possible time. So we'll keep you abreast on it as we know anything, but certainly our best wishes to Mr. Bramble. His Raiders team will try to fill the void of one of their leaders on the field. So Riley Steele was ready to play it in, and Patty McDavid said, wait a minute, dude, you got to wait for the whistle. He was ready to go. So McDavid's going to toss it in. 1-0 our score, 4:30 to go in the first half. So they toss it back. Houston picks it up, and the Raiders will win it out of the air near sideline. That's Jackson Stewart. But then the Comets turn it downfield. Pennington had pulled all the way out of the box and come up, but the Raiders box him away and play it forward. Near side Cottle. And trickles out of bounds. There'll be a throw in for the Comets. Aiden Duff will toss it down the near sideline looking for Virgilio. He's got 3 on. Still finds a way to get the ball at his feet. And then Steele turns it out. It catches the flag on the near side, so the Comets will have a corner kick coming up, their first of the game. Inside of 3:30 to go in the first half. 1-0 East Carter on a Ben Porter goal in the 20th minute. So Virgilio will do the honors for the Comets on the near side post. West Carter sending several up toward the box. They've got 3 back, so good ball there for Virgilio. Raiders fighting to try to settle it down. It gets to the feet of Trevor Jones, but then the Raiders clear it from that back line. Near side, Raiders, as Jackson Stewart tried to play it forward. Now Joel Bramall. Stewart takes it down on the right side, kicks it out of bounds, and corner coming up for the Raiders. So a nice play there by Jackson Stewart to hustle back. Just over 2 minutes to go in the half. Raiders leading 1-0. Good ball out in front of the 6. Clangs around, and Houston grabs it with the mitts. High kick. Takes a hard bounce past the midfield stripe. Virgilio fighting for position and possession. Leaves it near side. Trevor Jones. A run down the left side. Curls it down inside the box and loses it across the end line. Be a goal kick for the Raiders. 90 seconds to play first half. Heads up, ball coming in. He got that one off the side of his foot and out of bounds. Braden Dehart drops it into Virgilio. Heavy pressure with 2 on. McDavid takes it away, but then whistle and a foul on McDavid. So a throw or a free kick coming up for the Comets. Aiden Duff will come up and take the swing about 35 yards out on this left side. See if he'll try to bend one down toward the net, give Comets a chance to make a run. 47 seconds to go here in the opening half. Didn't catch that one pure as it goes all the way to the right side. Mason Virgilio tries to run it down. Raiders intercept, and they'll start the push. 30 seconds to play first half. 1-0 Raiders. Threw ball out in front, but it rolls too far out, and Houston will scoop it up. Houston sends it back downfield. A hard bounce over top. The pair going for the 50-50 ball. Joel Bramall had it at the back end. Now Virgilio settles at his feet with 10 seconds to go in the half. Swings it down left side a couple of hops and right into the midst of Colin Pennington. And that'll take us to halftime here in Grayson. 1-0 East Carter in front of West here on the 2023 Kick for a Cure game. Halftime when we return after this on Kool TV.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road Greenup has been family owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top-of-the-line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat JD Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call JD Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
1-0 our score here at the half on the 2023 Kick for a Cure game. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here tonight on Kool TV. Ben Porter poking in the only goal in the 20th minute as he got it right at the midst of Jordan Fuston, and he tumbled it in for the lone score thus far in the opening 40 minutes of play. The Raiders at the half lead this one 1-0. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll look at the schedules for the upcoming final week of the regular season. That's as we continue at halftime on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC. We are the home office.
1-0 here at the half. East Carter in front of West Carter in the 2023 Kick for a Cure game here on Kool TV. Looking at the upcoming schedule for the Comets, they'll be at home on Thursday night. That's a part of a boy-girl doubleheader. Morgan County girls will play West Carter girls at 6, and the Greenup County boys play at 8. Both of those games on Kool TV. Jeff Irwin will have a call on both of those from West Carter High School. Then that'll wrap up the regular season. Then on October the 3rd, it'll be at 6:30, Greenup County and West Carter in the opening round of the 62nd District, a 3-team district there. So the winner of that game will play East Carter on the 4th at the high school there at 8 o'clock. The girls' championship will play at 6 on October the 4th, and then the girls will play on the 2nd in their opening round games. East Carter will play Greenup County, and then West Carter plays Morgan. For East Carter, the remaining schedule looks like this. They'll be back here tomorrow night against Menifee County at 6:30. Then they go to Capital, West Virginia on Thursday, and in the district tournament coming up on the October the 4th. And then regional tournament set to schedule to play over at Paul Blazer High School in Ashland whenever they get rolling over there the following week. We'll keep you up to date on that one when it rolls around. Looking at the upcoming girls' schedules, as soon as I can get my phone here to pick them up. Give me just a second here. There we go. East Carter will play at, I'm looking, there we go. They'll go at Fleming County on, let's see, what is that, Wednesday. And then back here Thursday against Frederick Douglass at 6:30 p.m. I'll have the call on that one. We'll be on at 6:20 with pregame coverage. And then they've got Greenup County, as we said, on October the 2nd. That game plays at 6 p.m. And then for the Comets, on the ladies' side of things, they'll be at home against Russell on the Wednesday, and then Morgan County at 6 p.m. on Thursday. We'll take a final break. Second half action when we return. 1-0 Raiders leading Comets here on the 2023 Kick for a Cure game. Our coverage continues after this on Kool TV.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup, has been family owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top-of-the-line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat JD Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call JD Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Back here at Bill Tickner Memorial Soccer Complex, getting ready for the second half of action with East Carter leading West Carter 1-0. Ben Porter, the deciding factor thus far in this one. So, final week of the regular season. Finishing up, West Carter will be back at home on Thursday night. Girl-boy doubleheader, 6 and 8 o'clock, right here on Kool TV. Jeff Irwin will have the call on that one. I'll be back here with the Lady Raiders on Thursday night as they bring in Frederick Douglass out of Class 6A. That one should be a dandy. We'll have the action with his 6:30 kick on 6:20. Our pregame coverage will begin. And then postseason play will start the following week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday on the 62nd District side of things. And then the regional tournament will get started the following week. Now, if they play it like they have in the years past, they've tried to play the opening round of region on Saturday, which is an animal in itself. But all those games, again, playing up at Ashland. So we'll see how things play as it schedules and moves forward. But they try to get a lot of the games in on Saturday to try to free up a little bit of time moving forward to where they can space things out a little bit. So, again, you have essentially 7 games on both the girls and the boys that you've got to work in over that period of time. So, second half is underway. West Carter will play it all the way back to the goal. Raiders will push up and see if they can find an early addition to their 1-0 lead. Grillo had it at his feet, lost it for a moment. Settles it near side. Brings it off to Miller. Here's Patty McDavid. Near side with heavy pressure from Miller. Loses it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Raiders. Ben Porter will toss it in. Joel Bremmel. He's been active in this ball game. I'm getting an inadvertent handball. Free kick coming up for the Raiders there as Isaac Owens tried to bend out of the way but couldn't get free. So there's a big difference between an inadvertent and a purposeful grab. So inadvertent just means it bounces up, catches you in the hand. They place the ball where the infraction happened. It's a free kick. If you maliciously try to grab the ball, that is a different story. That turns into a penalty kick. Left-footed swing toward the net is wide. And Raiders will get a corner out of this as they'll say it was deflected. So down in the corner, Mason McDowell. Raiders without the services of Grant Meanix tonight. Also off for the remainder of the game, Blaine Bramble, who went down just before the end of the half. Good ball across the face of the box. Carry him around, and the Comets cleared out. Nice job there by the Comets defensively. Joel Bramble settles, works it down the right edge. Bramble just took one straight to the midsection in the stomach. Now he's got it back at his feet on that far sideline. Good through ball there by the Raiders, but cannot make the connection as it was Jackson Stewart they were trying to play it to. So the Raiders pushing a little bit offensively here, but we still stay 1-0. Raiders did a really good job there in much of the first half of keeping the ball away from Virgilio after West Carter kept it at his feet for much about the first 5-6 minutes of it. Now it's Virgilio trying to take it away. Makes a nice move there at midfield. Trying to play a through ball coming near sideline. A good look there. Raiders will play it back, and Colin Pennington will scoop it up. Trevor Jones was on the run there. Big ball there by Pennington. Turned away by the Comets back line, but here's McDowell. Turns it up that far sideline. Comfortable evening here. Maybe a little cool if you're not a temperature person that likes things in a cool spot of things. Ball carry him around into the box, and from the 6, it's sent away by the Comets. Started the evening in the low 70s under cloudy conditions and kind of stayed that way for much of the evening. Very, very comfortable late September here as we move into the season of fall. I'm ready for winter and snow. Grillo trying to chase down near side. Raiders will just kick it out, and it'll be a throw-in coming up for West Carter's Riley Steele. Sent that one away. Aiden Miller with the toss. Owens plays it away. Raiders turn it to the near side and throw in for the Comets. Jones settles, turns it down toward the box. Raiders turn it away with a head. Now Joel Bramble pushing up the far side. Pressure on there from Jared Williams. Ben Porter wins it at midfield. Raiders roll it up the right side. Good look there by the Raiders. And it's sent out of bounds across the end line. It'll be a corner kick coming up for East Carter. as they had Jackson Stewart streaking up the right edge. East Carter won the last meeting on the 18th, 4-1. Blaine Bramwell had 2 goals in that one. Stewart added a goal. Good ball. Raiders trying to play it through and across the crossbar there by Bramwell. It's a goal kick coming up. Aiden Duff for the goal kick for the Comets. Gets it inside the circle. Trevor Jones takes it near side. Bergoglio loses his footing, gets it back, but the Raiders able to swipe it away for just a moment, then right back at the feet of the Comets it goes. Wanting to play it ahead. Bergoglio will take a throw. Nice ball there off the chest by Trevor Jones. Raiders back line turns it away, though. McDavid settles. Midfield, he'll start the push. Near side, trying to hook up with Porter. Porter can't save. No, will save. No, he does not. Needed about another 6 inches to keep that one in play. They got a smile out of him at least. Porter swipes it back. Right there's Aiden Miller, though, for the Comets. Stewart steps 2 with a swipe there at midfield, loses his footing, jumps back up on his feet, gathers the ball, and up the side he goes. Nice play there by Jackson Stewart, senior midfielder for the Raiders. And now an inverting handball. Raiders will play the free kick. Again, the lone goal coming in the 20th minute. Ben Porter got it past the mitts of the goalkeeper, and now Houston jumps out and does a good job of playing that one off his knees. Now ball across the front of the 6. Porter played it off his head on a nice crosser there by the Raiders. Houston is able to grab it, and we stay at 1-0. Bergoglio near side. Nice job on the back line there by the Raiders, as Logan Rice took away that through ball attempt by the Comets. Now Miller. Rice pokes it out. Throw in for the Comets. Jones settles at his feet. Heavy pressure by Rice. Another throw coming up. It's one thing that East Carter has done a really good job defensively, as has the Comets on the back line. Just really not giving a good look. Here's a chipped ball down toward Pennington. He'll field it like a center fielder. And he slings that one all the way across the midfield stripe. Man, what a toss by Pennington. Raiders win the possession. Porter takes it near side, turns it into the middle, but West Carter's Braden Dehart turns 2. McDowell with the steal, trying to play it through, looking for Caden Tussey. Raiders throw in coming for Porter. Again, Blaine Bramwell lost to injury late in the first half, and no word on, again, how serious that injury is. Hopefully it's something very minor, and he'll be able to return to action before the season concludes. Bramwell, one of the several seniors on this year's program. Raiders trying to work it off this left side. Porter drops it down to McDavid, and offsides. 10 minutes gone here in the second half. 1-0, East Carter in front. Lady Raiders defeating the Comets this evening 6-0. It was their 55th consecutive win over West Carter, dating all the way back to 2003, the last time that West Carter defeated East. Last time West Carter defeated East on boys' side, it was in 2017. East Carter with a 14-game winning streak on the boys' side of things. Raiders with a couple of games left in the regular season. Menifee County here tomorrow night, then off to Capital, West Virginia up in Charleston on Thursday. And then district tournament next week. Nice defensive step, too, there by Reese Bush on that back line. Now the Raiders with a push up front. McDavid with a nice leave off the right side, and Houston comes out with a nice save. Here's Porter. Lets it settle. Great opportunity there by the Raiders, and Houston making a dandy save there to knock it away. Porter with a swing. 2 on. A drop. They try to get it back to him, but couldn't hook up. Here's a chip down to Porter. Porter outside the left side. Swings it off to the edge. Diving in there was Stewart. Off the backside. Couldn't make the connection. And a goal kick coming up for the Comets. Eagles leading the Buccaneers 20-3 on one of the Monday Night Football games tonight. The Rams leading the Bengals 6-3. West Carter football will be at home on Friday night. They'll play Russell. East Carter on the road. They'll go to Bath County. Both of those district contests. Russell was victorious in district opener play last week against Fleming County. East knocked off West Carter in that very exciting game. Down the stretch it came. Houston with a dive. Can he save it? Ball is loose, and Porter sticks it in. Houston made a great save. As you take a look at here on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay, had it off his hand, then basically took one off looked like the upper body part, maybe even his face. And then Porter was right there to stick it back in and make it 2-0. '52nd minute. So Ben Porter with a pair of goals. Takes him to 5 on the season. He only had 3 coming in. Rice settles near midfield. Will start a press for the Raiders off the Tussey. Tussey right down the center. A nice leave down the inside the 18. Trying to get it to McDavid. Here's Porter. Bends it off the right side and puts it in for the hat trick. Ben Porter from long distance. Made a nice move, found the opening there, and bends it in on the right upright. So back-to-back goals by Ben Porter for the hat trick. 3-0 your score. Ben Porter had 3 goals coming into this contest. He's got 3 tonight. The Raiders have opened this game wide open. They lead at 3-0 on a whistle for an infraction against the Raiders, so a free kick coming up for the Comets. Good ball there by Wes Carter. They get it down inside the box, and then Trevor Jones overruns and can't play it down. Girls victorious 6-0 earlier this evening. The boys now with 2 goals here in the second half have opened up a 3-0 lead with just under 26 to go in the ball game. Pennington, a good ball out in their midfield. Wes Carter wins it out of the air, though. That's Isaac Owens. We'll drop it to the back line, play it up the far sideline. Reese Bush steps 2. Now Virgilio looks near side. That's off to Jones. Jones, heavy pressure there by Rice. Tries to turn it down on the right edge. Rice takes it away. Now Porter. Raiders do a good job starting it ahead. Here's Caden Tussey. Pressure coming from behind. Tussey trying to center it up. Wants to play a through ball. Had McDavid there. It comes back to Tussey. Now finds his feet at McDavid. Down to Tussey. Tussey running right and all the way over across. That one's almost into the sewer treatment plant as Houston sent that one on a laser beam across the top of the fence. It's one of those you're taught, don't kick it all the way out of here. Here's McDavid, puts a chip, and that one's well wide and right. It'll be a goal kick coming up for Wes Carter. I was reminding me when I had my catchers back in baseball, and I told them, I said, if you're going to throw it all the way away. Don't hop it to them. One hopper at midfield. Raiders regain possession. Here's McDowell. Trying to set up a run with Tussey off the left side there. He looks at a double team, though. Finds it to the feet of Tussey, and a nice scoop there by Houston in front of the net. I think Houston's probably had one of the most unfortunate goals of the entire season when he made a great stop and then turned and just found himself in the direct line of Porter, took the ball off the upper body, whether it was his face or the upper part of his chest, and then the ball just died right in front of the net, and Porter was able to spin right back around and knock it in. I mean, Houston did about everything you could possibly do as a goalie to keep that ball out. The Raiders stayed at the point of attack and were able to finish strong to put that one in, a 2-0 lead at the time. There's Porter right in front of us. McDavid out to Tussey. Nice touch there. Tussey working it down into the left corner. Kicks it out of bounds, and a throw coming for the Raiders. Porter bends another one, back post. Raiders crashing, nothing there. Here's McDavid. And it caroms off of his teammate of Jackson Stewart. And a goal kick coming up for the Comets. Daniel Skaggs getting ready to check in for the Raiders. His first action this evening. Ada Miller near side. Porter intercepts. McDowell off the touch there for McDavid. Now back at McDavid's feet. Nice chip down into the box. That's Stewart. Turns it back post. Here comes Porter. Porter launches one. It's knocked off of a defender by the Comets. Now Porter. Raiders pushing very high right now, up 3-0. They've got everybody across midfield. Here's Steele. Sends it up the near sideline. That's intercepted. A great chance here for the Comets to play one through. Steele settles it down. Comets stay with possession for the moment. Virgilio finds it at his feet. A touch ahead. Nice ball there by him. They've got to look out at Pennington. And Pennington with a great diving save there, as jumping over top of him was Jared Williams. Here comes Skaggs into the ballgame for East Carter, as Jackson Stewart will step off. Raiders last time out, victorious over Mason County 4-0. Stewart had a goal, Blaine Brammer a goal and assist. Meanington Tussey also added goals in the win. 5 saves in the game by Pennington, who pitched the shutout. On the season, 6 shutouts for the junior. Raiders driving deep down inside the box. Houston spears it out of the air. A big swing off that right side there by the Raiders. This one's coming this direction, right at our broadcast table. Logan Rice turns it away, but a throw coming up for the Comets. And a sub coming on the far sideline for West Carter. Jacob Owens checking in. Past the halfway point of the second half, 3-0 Raiders. Goals in the 52nd and 53rd minute. All 3 goals in this ballgame by Ben Porter. Nice little touch playing it forward now. Here's Tussey. Leaves it off to McDavid. McDavid fires it and sends it well deep and wide right. Goal kick coming up for the Comets. Again, West Carter's win last time out over Fleming County 2-0. Snapped a 5-game and a tie in a mix of a 6-game skid. Joe Bramall with an interception, starting a push up that right side, just outside the 18, tries to chip it, lost his footing. Turned away there by the Comets backline of Aiden Duff. For Grillo. 2 on. Can't settle, and the Raiders take it back. Nice ball near side to Porter. Good ball, and McDavid with the left foot sends it wide of the upright. Really good set piece there, just couldn't make the connection. Looking at West Carter's schedule, they started the season off with a loss to Bath 6-4. They beat Greenup County 5-1. Then they fell 4-0 to Rowan, 4-3 to Boyd, 3-1 to Menifee in the All-A. Ended in a 3-3 stalemate with Bath County on their second meeting. Got beat 7-0 by Prestonsburg, lost 4-1 to East Carter, and then knocked off Fleming County 2-0 in the last time out. Really good looks there on your screen tonight from both our camera operators, Felicia Collier and Jeff Irwin, doing a phenomenal job bringing you a coverage here from Grayson. And then a push from behind as Virgilio gets taken off his feet by Reese Bush. So a free kick coming up for the Comets inside of 17 to go in the ball game. Jones down to the front of the 18 as Alex Cottle redirects his defensive back line to step 2. And McDavid just took a laser beam off the far side. Throwing coming for the Raiders. Drops it to Skaggs, now Bramall. McDowell turns it in the middle of the field. Wants to play it through. Comets again send it away. They've done a really good job of clogging up that back line and not allowing the Raiders to have those big looks. Yeah, we got some gymnastics or something going on the far sideline. Jared Owens just did a somersault. Bramall settles out near midfield. Looks at near side. Porter right in front of him. He'll try to touch it up to Tussey, though. Tussey can't settle and control. Now McDavid. Ahead to Tussey. Tussey with a runner off the right side. Fires it into the back corner of the net. A little one-timer there. As Caden Tussey finishes for the goal, and then your Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. McDavid feeds. Tussey finishes. '64th minute. So 4-0. Raiders with 3 goals here in the second half. 2 from Ben Porter. Caden Tussey knocks home his 9th goal of the season. Logan Rice plays it ahead off the Tussey. Tussey trying to roll down toward McDavid. Comets back line turns it away, though. McDavid takes the throw in off the far sideline. Brings it down to Tussey inside the box, just outside the 6. Heavy pressure there from behind by the Comets. Now Ben Porter. He's going to take a chip shot toward the corner of the net, and it's just wide over top of the crossbar. Porter was looking for his 4th of the night. Sub for the Raiders coming on. As Logan, I think that's Riley Steele checking back in. Approaching 14 minutes to go in the contest. Ball near side to Aiden Miller. Raiders win it out near midfield. Ben Porter settles near sideline. Heavy pressure there by Miller. Drops it to Tussey. Raiders far side. Skaggs chases it down, turns it down inside the box, and right there's Houston to gather it up. Beautiful evening here in Grayson. Fall-like temperatures and very comfortable conditions here at the soccer complex. Jones loses his footing. Raiders start a push. McDowell, one on from behind. Comets with an interception. Joel Bramall playing heavy defensive pressure and gets the ball back for the Raiders. Wanted to go left with it to Porter. Now he goes right down the center. And East Carter takes a swing with Riley Steele and comes up empty as it's wide right. I'll say it was a deflected ball, so a corner kick coming up for the Raiders as Mason McDowell, a freshman, will head across and do the honors. Again, when you're looking at this, you want to try to bend something across to where you've got multiple options. Again, somebody on that back post is usually what you like to try to do here. That time it went through and nobody was home. Raiders will go back out to that far sideline on the right. Good ball across the front and into the net with a header. That was Tussey. Here's your Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. Nice crosser, and Tussey was right there in the face of the net to put it in. 67th minute. And 5-0 your score. Ball out near midfield, trying to get it to Virgilio. Overruns the ball. Raiders regain possession. Porter. Nice ball ahead to Tuss. He leaves it to Porter near side. Raiders trying to get a run up the near sideline. And subs coming on for East Carter as Grady Garrison empties the bench. 11.5 to play in the contest. So this 2023 kick for a cure game taking a big turn here in the second half thanks to a hat trick from Ben Porter. 3 goals, one in the first half, the other 2 early in the second. And then back-to-back goals from Caden Tussie. Again, the kick for a cure recipient this year was Karen Hall. Teaches 6th grade ELA at East Carter Middle School, her 23rd year in education. She's taught at both East and West Carter schools. 2 great supports from her sons, who I did not put the names together with this evening, but know both of her sons very well, Matthew and Andrew Tomalonis. Great young men. Matthew graduated from East Carter last year. He's now down at Murray State. Andrew, a senior at East Carter this year. Andrew was here with her this evening, along with her fiance, Chris Rose, and her daughter, Carson, who's a freshman at West Carter High School. Also, her parents, Randy and Sandy Hall. April this year, Karen was diagnosed with stage 3 triple-negative breast cancer. She's currently undergoing treatments in Marquette Cancer Center in Lexington, Kentucky. But all money donated tonight to Miss Hall and her battle on cancer, and it was all of the proceeds from the gate, the concession stand, and any donations that was left out as well. But the history of the kick for the cure, it goes back to, it's raised thousands of dollars for people with all ages within the Carter County community and the Eastern Kentucky soccer community. They've donated to former 16th region players, school staff, community members in Carter County. East and West Carter soccer programs have come together over a decade and now have raised money for those to be infected by cancer. The programs may be rivals on the field, but they're committed to helping all of those in need. Each year, all the money that is collected throughout the event goes to that recipient to help their battle against cancer. And again, Karen Hall, the recipient of the 2023 award here in the Kick for a Cure game. Houston takes it on the second hop, scoops it off the deck. We got 9 minutes to play in the ball game. All East Carter in this one. They've put 4 goals in the net here in the second half. They lead at 5-0. Good run out here by Jones. There's Virgilio coming down the center. Virgilio beats it, but can't get it past the goalkeeper. Nice turn there by Virgilio. Gets it down inside. Chips it left side with a foot. And comes up empty. Heck of an effort there by Logan Virgilio. Had a really good option there after he beat Pennington but couldn't get the ball turned back across the net. So 8.5 to play, and Raiders back in possession of the ball. Noah Hanners, freshman, in, as the Raiders have brought in several subs here in the final minutes of the contest. Raiders are going to pick up their 12th win on the season. Again, back here tomorrow night against Menifee County. Then on the road Thursday night to Capital, West Virginia. So with the win, the Raiders will even up with Russell in wins with 1 fewer loss and one more tie. So Raiders will go to 12-3-2. Russell with the best record in the 16th at 12-4-1. Raiders should statistically move ahead of Russell because of 1 fewer loss. Colin Pennington trying to pitch shutout number 7. He's got 7.5 left to do it here in the net. Here's Vergrilio, fires it right at Pennington, and he puts it in the mitts. Pennington with a big launch out that far sideline. You know, it's good when you've got a goalie that can boot one, but when he can have one that can flip it across midfield, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, you can see the baseball in that throw 100%. I don't know what position that young man plays, but I guarantee it's somewhere where he has to throw the ball a long ways. Yeah, catcher, okay. Makes sense. Good luck running on that kid. Trying to play it ahead to Jones. Vergrilio, heavy pressure on near side going up against Logan Rice. And throw in for the Raiders. Rams lead the Bengals 6-3 on Monday Night Football. Eagles lead the Buccaneers 22-3. That game ending the third quarter. Inside of 6 to play in this one, it's all East. Tussey settles at his feet, dribbling through the defensive pressure. Goes at 2 men and has it taken away from him, but the Raiders thwarted away out at midfield. They'll roll it up the far sideline. That's Tussey on the far edge. Tries to turn it back toward the 18. It's kicked out of bounds. It'll be a throw for the Raiders. Big throw by the Raiders goes down inside the box, and Comets turn it away a corner for the Raiders. Stay tuned with us after the game. We'll have the scoring recap of this one. Ball carrying them around outside the 6. A very dangerous location there for the Comets, but they work it free. They get it all the way to the far sidelines. We're inside of 4.5 to go. And a foul against East Carter, so a free kick coming up for the Comets. Vergrilio slows it down at his chest. Across the midfield stripe. They've got a run going up the near side. And a nice chip there by Isaac Owens. It comes up empty. Thought he'd gotten bumped. So a goal kick coming up for the Raiders. Trying to play it out to Van Green, one of the freshmen on the field. Now the Raiders with a push again. Green out that right side goes with the big swing and sends it over top of the net. And a goal kick coming up for the Comets. Bengals trail the Rams 6-3 at the half. After threatening to be a Super Bowl contender, the Bengals are about ready to look at a 0-3 season. .230 to play in this one. 5-0 Raiders. Ben Porter with a hat trick. Caden Tussey with a pair of goals, including a header. our second header that we've seen tonight. In one of the girls' game, Kinsley Rutledge sent one across the face of the box, and Ellie Thomas came in like a javelin and knotted it in. And then Tussey off of McDowell on a crosser popped one in with his head. So inside of 2 to go. Big ball down toward Vergrilio, but the Raiders step in front and knock it away. Raiders with the push. Tussey rolls it forward. Finds the feet of the Raiders. That's Connor Lane now. Off the Hanners. Jones steps to Vergrilio trying to leak out the backside, and he's offsides. Now he got back on. Now he's got to look at the net. Crosses over left. Leaves it to Jones. Jones a touch. Has it knocked away there by Logan Rice. A great recovery by the Raiders defense. Inside of 60 seconds to go in the ball game. Vergrilio brings it back right. Out to Jones. Trying to touch down inside on a runner to Vergrilio, and they can't make the connection. 30 seconds to go in the ball game. Raiders are going to go to 12-3-2 with the win here on the Kick for a Cure night, as the Raiders are going to go with the sweep over the Comets. Tussey trying to make a push up the far side. It's turned away by Alex Cottle with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Colin Pennington is going to pitch his 7th shutout of the season as the Raiders claim a 5-0 win over West Carter here tonight. Postgame when we return after this on Kool TV.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup, has been family owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top-of-the-line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat JD Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call JD Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
5-0 your final score in this one. East Carter victorious over West Carter here in the 2023 Kick for a Cure game. Let's take you back through the scoring in this one. The only goal in the first half came from Ben Porter. It was in the 20th minute. He got it past the mitts of Jordan Fuston that just trickled past the goalkeeper for the Comets. 1-0 our score at the half. But the Raiders scored in Groves in the second period. Ben Porter with a pair of goals in the 52nd and 53rd minute. That pushed it out to a 3-0 lead for the Raiders. Caden Tussey put one in the 64th minute off an assist from Patrick McDavid to make it 4-0. And then in the 67th minute, Tussey finishes off a header on a crosser from Mason McDowell. 5-0, your final score. So the girls team wins at 6-0. Boys win at 5-0. With the win, the Raiders go to 12-3-2 on the season. They now have a statistical just a little bit advantage over Russell for the best record in the 16th region, with district play starting up next week. Raiders will be at home tomorrow night against Menifee County. Then they go to Capital on Thursday. And then they'll play in the 62nd District Championship game October 4th over at West Carter High School. They'll play the winner of West and Greenup. That will play on the 3rd. All those games over at West Carter High School coming up next week. Big hat tip to my crew tonight, Felicia Collier and Jeff Irwin. A fabulous job as always. Tyler Walker for joining me a little bit during the men's game to talk about the Kick for a Cure tonight. Again, on your screen, if you'd like to make a donation to the Kick for a Cure cause for this year's recipient of Karen Hall, an educator here in Carter County, has been on both ends of the districts, but you can send it through Venmo at Beverly-Rutledge. Again, you can do that as long as you need to. It's not just tonight. Just be sure to put something on there, KFC, Kick for a Cure, so they know that it's supposed to be attached to that from there. That's it for us here this evening. 5-0 your final score here on the boys' side, 6-0 on the girls. As both teams victorious, I'll be back here with you Thursday night for girls action. Frederick Douglass coming in out of Lexington. 6:30 first kick. I'll be with you at 6:20. Jeff Irwin will have the call over in Olive Hill on Thursday night with a boy-girl doubleheader. Girls play Morgan County at 6. Boys have Greenup at 8. All those games right here on Kool TV. That's it for us. For Felicia Carter and Jeff Irwin, everyone here at East Carter, and all the great folks at the Kool Sports Network, I'm James Carter saying good night from Grayson, and thanks for tuning in here on Kool TV.
Thank you for watching East and West Carter Boys and Girls Soccer on Kool TV. This broadcast of East and West Carter Girls and Boys Soccer is an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.